There are simple tricks that we can do that can improve tremendously the level of recollection we have of the experience that we have throughout the night. We can experience many things. It's not only dreams and astral projections. We can have past life recollection. We can sense, like telepathically, the presence of other spirits around. We can have a premonition. The point is, how can we be more conscious of the experience that we have during our sleep and make good use of the information that we can learn from them? Stay with me. I'm going to give you a nice tip. Hi everyone, thank you for being with me. If you are here for the first time, I am Nancy Trivellato, and in this channel we are going to discuss about topics that are related with the non-physical spiritual reality. However, we approach them in a down-to-earth manner because the spiritual reality is here right now. We are spirits, so it has to fit perfectly in our everyday life. That is my goal. And the tip that I have for you today is apparently simple, but it has a very interesting mechanism. Let me tell you that I have used this a lot when I first started practicing techniques to leave the body. So my point was conscious astral projections. And what I learned to do was to use a physical object that would serve as an anchor for my energy, my recollection, and my intention, my awareness when I was outside the body. And what I used was a simple notepad, something like this, and this is a real one that I use. You have here my notes about the velo technique. It's written in Portuguese, but I would get that notepad and I would put by my pillow and I would keep it there with a pen. Okay, that is very simple. However, here comes the key. Before falling asleep, the last thing that I would do while awake was to be conscious of the presence of that notepad. That carried energy, the energy of my intention, the energy of the previous experience I have noted there, the energy of what that represented. It's a symbol, but that symbol carries energy. And whenever I would wake up, in the morning or in the middle of the night, the first thing I would do was to remember of that physical object. And I would take note of my experiences. Whatever they were, I saw them as important. Some dreams, they were just regular dreams. I would take note of keywords only, but it makes difference if you had a dream that you were just very relaxed in a place full of plants, or if you had a dream that you were anxious, behind schedule, doing something. All of them, they reveal something that is unconscious to us, or conscious, but there is in our subconscious level. But what I care more here is to learn what is new, what we cannot see with our physical eyes. And both lucid dreams, but mainly a conscious astral travel can show to us a lot of elements, a lot of information related with our past lives, with the type of energy we have in our chakras, related with the type of entity and spirits we have around, with the style of work or support that we would receive or that our spirit guides would give us. And this is what I would focus more on. But sometimes I was not so sure if my experience was just a lucid dream or a very conscious projection or a so-so projection. Not always we remember enough. So I would take note, but I would create a symbol that I would put on the beginning of my description. And for me, it was not a symbol, they were colors, but you can use symbols. For example, if you put a triangle, maybe that represents for you astral projection. And if you put a question mark, means you don't have a clue what it was, but you have those recollections. And if you put another symbol, that is a dream. Whatever you decide. What is important is that you create this language that makes it shorter and easier for you to record your experience. And it's important that you value them. Because if for you wake up in the morning and you say, oh, okay, I'm behind schedule, and then I have to take note of it. That is not going to work because that is going to be totally the opposite what you have to do. Even if your notes are going to be brief and you don't have much time, you have to be excited about what you experienced. If what you experienced was like chunk of many gaps and situations that you remember so and so, enjoy them. Oh, this reveals something. Oh, look how interesting. I have a big chunk here in my lucidity. Why would that have been? You do not know the answer. We don't have to. What you want is when you hold that object, which in this case here we're representing with a notepad, you know that you will put there everything that flows. It cannot be a cell phone because the cell phone has a lot of different types of energy. And you want something that will be charged energetically exclusively with the idea of making good use of your wisdom, of your spiritual experiences, and learning from them. And this is key for this technique to work. And I'll tell you, it doesn't take long. In a few weeks that you are doing this, you will start having more and more recollection. In the beginning, it's a bit artificial. You have to push or you don't remember much, but with time, more and more ideas flow and you'll be more and more intuitive about what they mean. Or at least you will see what are the points that you have to dive deeper into and understand more so that you make sense of the type of energy that is around of you during the night and therefore throughout your life. I hope this tip helps you. Please put it in practice and tell me how it was for you. If you have a different strategy, let me know. Perhaps we all can make use of it. And thank you for being with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it was useful, just remember to give me a thumbs up and I look forward to having you with me soon. Bye-bye.